Hello, everyone. Today's webcast guest is Dustin Johnson, Executive Vice President of Marketing and Chief of Staff at One Resource Group. Dustin, how you doing today?
Doing well, Mike. How are you doing?
We're hanging in there. So working from home, but getting through it. So hopefully everything's well on your end as well, and we'll get through this together.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be on today, and there's a lot going on out there in the industry, so good to be on.
Yep. So I guess, my first question is, what is One Resource Group doing to help agents navigate through these uncertain times?
Sure. So like I said, there is a lot going on in the industry right now. So we're having to attack a few things at once. One being, the education to our agent base on what carriers are currently doing. We're getting blasted by emails from carriers that are, adjusting some of their underwriting parameters. They're adjusting some of their accelerated underwriting platforms to higher limits to be able to allow more policies to be done without an exam, because that's an issue as some of these states and different municipalities kind of do a stay-at-home order. So we're keeping an eye on that. We're really doing a lot of education on how agents can keep their business going with the non-face-to-face sales. Carriers are also changing their stance on those temporarily. That's on the annuity side, the life side, disability side. So we're seeing a lot there. Carriers are doing that to allow agents to basically continue operating and not shut down completely. One Resource Group has been a big proponent of the electronic platforms for quite some time now. So we're really trying to utilize our experience there to educate agents that may not be used to using that, showing them how to take an electronic app, letting them know the rules if the client's in another state, and really helping them work through how that looks when trying to make a sale via phone, really, or a Zoom meeting or anything like that. And then the e-delivery piece, that's starting to be a bigger piece of what's happening now. We've had one carrier do it, and we expect some others to do it, where they're no longer printing policies and sending out hard copy policies. You have to either use their e-delivery platform, or they will be sending PDFs to eliminate the touch. So there's a lot going on right now that we're trying to keep on top of and keep the news flowing to the agents that work with us.
That's great. Obviously, keeping that open channel and keeping the agents up to speed, helps tremendously. Is there a silver lining? Do you see any opportunities currently that you're sharing with your agents?
Yeah, and it's actually come from some of our agents. The feedback we're getting out there is the ability to get a hold of the clients and have really good, deeper conversations is huge right now. Everybody is, for the most part, at home to some extent. A large part of our country, at least, are at home, and individuals are stir crazy a little bit. They're welcoming the interaction of an agent just giving them a call, seeing how they're doing, checking in on them, making sure they're taken care of. So we're seeing a lot of agents coming back to us and saying, I'm having some really good conversations with my clients. Things like what's happening currently with our country and globally really put things in perspective, I think, for a lot of people. And they're more willing to have some of those conversations about, okay, well, if this was a little more serious, I'm not saying that it is serious, but if this disease that we're seeing was something that was more deadly to a lot more people, this would be a whole different issue. And I need to make sure that I've got my affairs in order. So they're having some good conversations there where that's a little bit more of a priority. And then two, the effect it's having on the market are making some of the annuity options a lot more attractive for some folks as well. So there's the silver lining to it, is that, from a business standpoint in our industry, it doesn't mean that we have to stop doing business. We're lucky enough to be one of those industries that can continue to operate, maybe not as effectively and efficiently as we have in the past. We just have to adjust and do things a little differently. But that silver lining is we can continue to do what we do and serve the people that we work with as we go through this and it progresses.
Yep. Yep. So obviously you've been a Proformex client for a while now. We're seeing a lot of our clients' usage go up in this time, but how has Proformex helped you guys recently internally with what's going on?
Yeah, so recently, it's really helped us, and the time that we're in now is, and the opportunity that Proformex gives us with the ability to identify some more of the reviews, is it's helped us build out a little bit more robust of a review process. We've done the review process for quite some time, but now that we've got Proformex, that's a bigger opportunity for us. We're not relying as heavily on the agents to come to us and say, okay, I've got a client that wants to do a review. We're able to identify those now more proactively. And as I mentioned, with clients being home, that gives agents an opportunity to give the clients a call and say, hey, let's just take a little bit of time while everybody has some time and take a look at how your policy is performing and make sure we're prepared for the future.
Yeah, no, for sure. As a prior producer, it's always great to be in front of your client, but when you have valuable insight on their policies and something to talk with and secure, focus on their needs, it's great. And hopefully it's helping your agents, keep those lines of communications with their clients and drive new revenue. How about revenue opportunities? I mean, it's great to talk to clients and stuff, but has Proformex helped you guys find or increase different revenue channels?
Yeah, I mean, it's helped us in several ways. We've created some new term sales based off just calling some of those clients, the agents calling some of those clients that have term policies and letting them know what their options are with those. So we've created some term policy sales off of those. We've created some conversions. We've actually had some great success with agents that are writing some conversion off of that term business. We've done some good settlement sales off of that. So some of the permanent policies that are out there that we identified in the platform that the clients don't think they any longer need, letting them know what their options are there, whether it's surrender with the cash value or even the settlement market. So we've had some good opportunities there. And then just as a recruiting tool, it's been really effective for us to go out to agents that maybe have done a little bit of business with us, or they're new to One Resource Group or thinking about moving to One Resource Group. The ability to tell them that we have this platform and we'll be able to help them with their policies moving forward is a huge recruiting piece as well.
That's fantastic. Well, we're glad we're helping out, and long term, we're excited to announce we added annuities to the platform, so we're able to now report on annuities, both individual level and portfolio level. Any other ways Proformex could help? Any other products that you see could be useful to be managed on an in-force management proactive tool? What are your thoughts on what else we could add to the platform?
Well, I think that annuity piece is going to be huge. There's a lot of annuities out there that get purchased and then they sit. The goals of a client can change quite a bit. The financial situation of a client can change quite a bit from when they buy an annuity to when they're actually going to utilize that annuity. So the ability for our team, again, just like on the life side, to help identify some of those things from a proactive standpoint to really get the agent back in front of the client to say, okay, is this really accomplishing what we wanted it to do? Or does what it was going to accomplish really fit with our plan now? Is there a change we need to make or an adjustment is going to be a huge piece. And I think that could go for any product out there. The long-term care side, we know that's in huge fluctuation right now and has been for quite some time. And a lot of agents don't necessarily understand, or not that they don't understand, but don't get notified unless they get a call from their client that, hey, my premiums went up double this last time, or I can't afford this anymore. The long-term care piece could be huge to that now, because there are some different solutions out there in the market, probably from when they purchased their initial long-term care product that may be a better fit for them in today's market.
Yeah. Well, again, we appreciate our partnership. We're here to support you, and, we have a great team. We're listening to the feedback and, look for new innovations to come on the Proformex side. And we're excited to see how we grow this together. So thanks, Dustin, for your time. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Mike. Thank you. You stay out there, stay healthy, and stay happy.
You too. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.